This is a piece of Oregon myrtle wood I bought a couple of years ago. Just working my blank. I like to use a little recess there to chuck it up, cut the outside shape, rough it in, and then I'll cut a tenon in the back for my jaws to grab onto, flip it around, and hollow out the bowl. Now, this piece was sealed in wax and it was cut green, so it's once I got it cut open, it's still very, very wet. So I'm going to have to do something called twice turning, where I hog out most of the material, get the bowl like maybe 80% done, and it'll dry so much quicker without all this extra wood on there to dry. So part of that quick drying is I heat it in the microwave for many cycles, where I'll heat it up, let it get hot, cool down, steam off. I'll do that many, many times, and really speeds up the drying process. Then once I feel it's dry enough, I'll throw it back on the chuck and do my final thinning out and shaping. I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of tool marks here, as well as thin it out. At one point, I go to shake some shavings off of my little negative rake scraper, and I actually caught the bowl, so I put a deep little gouge in it that I had to work out. I hear him throwing some little bit of de-wax shellac on there to use as a sanding sealer. This wood was a little iffy on the end grain. The shellac as a sanding sealer really helps sand that little bit of tear out on the end grain up. So we're all buffed. Just got to get rid of that tenon, flip it around. I really like these big cold jaws. A quality set of cold jaws is great for finishing bottoms. Put a little recess on it, a little more shellac, sand it, buff it down, and I tend to be a little bit of a perfectionist, but it is what it is. Now we're all done, ready for some finish. For finishing these things, I just use food grade mineral oil and then a little bit of wax on top, but I'll throw a bunch of coats I'll apply, let it soak till it dries, apply more. I'll keep just loading this thing up with oil and wax until I think she's done. That's it.